All right, what's going on, everyone? We got another exciting stream. Let's try that again. What's going on, everyone? We got another exciting stream. Today, we're going to be reading more Dr. Stone. We're going to pick up from last time. We're on chapter 150. We are reading Dr. Stone until season 4 starts in January. Exciting news. Dr. Stone has officially been revealed to be releasing on January 9th, which I believe is the second week of January. It is the second Thursday of January. So Dr. Stone will be starting January 9th, and from there, it will be releasing every Thursday of 2025 for 12 weeks. I'm stoked. I could not be more excited. But for now, we're just going to read the manga. And we'll give everyone a few minutes. And then we'll get started. In the meantime, how's everyone doing today? How we doing? Like I said, we'll give everyone about 2 minutes before we get started. Give everyone one more minute. For anyone waiting, what do we think of the Dr. Stone trailer? I thought it looked pretty good. I think if you were expecting the animation to somehow suddenly get way better, I think you might have been disappointed. But it looks like it's business as usual for Dr. Stone. And the voice acting for Dr. Zeno and Stanley for both characters seems good. We got Arceus in the chat. What's going on, What's going on, Arceus? Pleasure to have you. How you doing tonight? Hope you're enjoying your Thursday afternoon. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. So if you want to follow, we are on Dr. Stone, chapter 150. And I actually want to check. So it'll start somewhere around here. It'll probably start like, we got a subscription from Corbin Ortiz. Thank you, Mr. Ortiz. Dr. Stone is one of the best shonen anime manga, in my opinion. I mean, it's my favorite series, so I would probably agree with you. Yeah, I haven't seen the Dawn to Dawn episode yet because I was getting some behind the scenes stuff done. But I am definitely looking forward to watching it because I want to see how Gigi looks in the anime. But Dr. Stone will probably start somewhere around, I'm going to call it chapter 145. So that would mean, so plus 60 would be 205. Does that make sense? Yeah, that actually kind of makes perfect sense. So they'll probably do, Core 1 will probably be from 145 to, well, how many chapters are left? There's, let's say like chapter 145 to chapter 232. So there's not even 100 chapters left. So 100 divided by 3 is 33. So 33 chapters divided by 12. So they're only adapting like 2 chapters an episode, which is, it's roughly the pace Dr. Stone moves at. So I think the pacing will stay the same. But that means for us, so 33, so that would be 78-ish. Where does that leave us? Oh, that would actually leave us at the very end of volume 20. So I think we can do this, no problem. We got Justin in the chat. Justin, how you doing tonight? Hope you're looking forward to some Thursday night football. Who is it? The Chargers? Chargers are new. Oh, excuse me, not the Chargers. It's the Rams and the 49ers. That'll be a good game. I did see the new Dr. Stone trailer. What did you think of it? Because I thought it looked pretty good. I'll have to watch it again. I can't remember if they, I think I had it muted when I watched it. I can't remember if they played the OP. Sorry, I got distracted by Twitter. But the voice acting for Zeno and Stanley seems really good, so I'm excited about that. Also, January 9th is interesting because if I'm not mistaken, excuse me, If I'm not mistaken, Dr. Stone has always been on Thursdays, so it seems like they're going to continue that for the rest of the series, which is nice. I do kind of like having Dr. Stone on Thursdays because everything else usually comes out on like Friday or Sunday. Looked pretty good. I'm really excited about them adapting the rest of the story. Yeah, I'm just curious. So, part 1, I think the pacing kind of sets itself up. I'm just kind of curious how they're gonna separate it if they're doing 3 cores, because $200, that makes sense. So the first 2 cores will probably be like, core 1 will be like North America, core 2 will be South America, and then that third core will start like right after South America. We got Luke in the chat. Luke, how you been, man? It's been a hot minute. Glad you could show up for Dr. Stone. We only have 90 chapters left to adapt. Yeah, so even less so. That's what I'm saying, is like, how are they gonna split that up? I mean, it's gonna be like roughly 30 chapters per core, but still, that's pretty crazy. Which part of the 3 for the final season do you think will be the best for everyone? Definitely core 2, because core 2 will be South America, and South America is easily the best arc of Dr. Stone, if you ask me. I think they're going to separate it like this. Winter Core 1 and 2 will premiere in summer, and Final Core 3 winter 2026. Probably something like that. Suika's big... Oh my god, dude. Suika's big moment animated is going to be insane. Like, easily one of my all-time favorite moments in manga. So, animated, it will be crazy. But anyway, let's talk... Sorry, I lost my thought there. Let's read Dr. Stone, because I've been talking Dr. Stone for a hot minute. Yeah, for anyone who likes Suika, season 4 is going to be the time to catch up. What's my favorite Dr. Stone opening? Mine is the first one from season 1. I don't know. I kind of like Rakuen from season 2. I really like that one. Yeah, Hyoga's big moment in season 4 is pretty epic, to say the least. Anyway, if you want to follow along, I'm starting on chapter 150. We're not in a super big rush because we only need to get to, what did I say? Chapter think Core 1 will probably end like 169 maybe, 170 maybe. So I mean, we only have like 10-ish chapters we really need to read. Yeah, like 169, I think so. I always love the cover page for chapter 150 with Kirasame, Homura, and Suika. It's just so colorful. Let me ask everyone this, especially if you're a big Dr. Stone fan. What would you say to people who think Boichi's art style is overrated? Because I was thinking about this today, and back when Boichi was doing all those one-shots for One Piece, and when he was doing the manga for the Ace novels, people were saying how bad he made One Piece looked. So how would you respond to that? We got Party Jams too. So we got Party Jams and Luke. It's a Dr. Stone banger. It's a Dr. Stone rager. Party Jams, how you doing? Pleasure to have you back. It's been a hot minute. Hope you're doing well. I'd say anyone who says Boichi's art is overrated, I'd ask them why he is overrated. So, Luke, let me ask you this. How would you personally say that Boichi did as far as adapting Oda's art style? Not that he was trying to adapt it, but like, how do you think his art style fit when he was doing the one-shots and the Ace novel? Yeah, I have Dr. Stone videos already in the works, and then I would like to do more for January for sure. So it's going to be a good time. I definitely need to do Dr. Stone videos because season 4 is pretty important for me as someone who kind of made their bread and butter making Dr. Stone content. I'd say he gave it his own flavor. So how would you respond to people who think that he makes One Piece characters look ugly or goofy looking compared to the original art style? Like, let me put it this way. How would you compare Oda's art style to Boichi's? The only reason I'm comparing him to Oda is because obviously they were in the same magazine, and the only time I've seen criticism of his art style is from One Piece fans. I have to say, it's especially going to be nice when season 4 starts, because with season 3, there was a number of people who were like, the science is getting a little ridiculous. They just get everything so easy. So with season 4, they kind of lean into that and use it for the benefit of the story, because like the plane comes out of nowhere and you're like, oh shit, like they have planes now, they have guns now, like this is real. And it kind of comes out, it literally and figuratively comes out of nowhere. One Piece characters are always ugly, goofy looking anyway. I definitely wouldn't say ugly, but they look goofy for sure. But who I would love to see him draw is Katakuri, because Katakuri is like such a muscly dude. So especially someone like Boichi, I would love to see how he draws Katakuri. Dr. Stone will be one of the few mainstream shonen to end on a great note. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know people have their issues with the ending, but the ending is a solid 7 out of 10. It's far from perfect, but it's generally a solid ending. We get another subscription. Big thanks to Jay. Thank you, Jay. No, I don't think this is going to be a big issue for people when all of the military stuff comes out of nowhere. And I'm not saying that in, a derogatory way. I'm just saying it like, when it happens, you're like, oh shit, like they have guns. Like you're not expecting it. So it'll actually be good. Yeah, I remember when that chapter came out, I was like, wait, is this person a woman? Because they draw him with like lipstick. So, plus he's a very good looking person. Although, truth be told, towards the end of the first core and later into season 4, I'll be curious how people react to some of the romantic dynamics because based on how people have been reacting to Dandadan stuff, which isn't even canon, by the way, it was just fan art. A lot of so-called anime fans have been behaving very intolerantly lately, which is all the more reason to make stories with those kinds of romantic couples to help people not be so ignorant and intolerant. I think, yeah, obviously you've already seen Stanley's face, so it's not going to hit like it did in the manga, but still, it's a good moment. That being said, a certain Stanley moment not too long after involving Senku will probably hit pretty hard. What is the name of the girl in Dr. Zeno's crew? The, like, big girl with the big curly black hair. We got Edens in the chat. Edens, what's going on, man? Pleasure to have you. Good to hear from you. It's been a hot minute. We're just reading some Dr. Stone. I thought I had a lot more reading to do, but I really don't think Core 1 will be that long. I don't know why. I thought there were a lot more chapters. The one who fought Tsukasa in South America? Yeah, Maya. That's right, it's Maya. I knew it was something with an M. Honestly, I can't wait to see Luna in the anime. I know people think Luna is kind of hit or miss, but I really like her. I think she's got a cool design, and I think she's pretty funny. So I'm curious to see like what she's like when she's finally animated. Ooh, you know what? Now that... So I'm on pages 14 and 15 of chapter 154. We get the introduction of Luna, and Mozu reacts to Luna, and he's like, wow, what a cutie. I really hope, since they're only adapting about 2 chapters per episode, that we get more Mozu and Kirasame moments. Only because out of like all the side characters, I feel like they're the most forgotten about. Chilling at work, just waiting for Game Awards and Anime NYC tickets later today. Nice. Which arc am I reading? I'm reading North America, because the first core of season 4 will probably just adapt North America, Core 2 South America, and then Core 3 will be everything else. Yeah, the colors for all the character designs look good. The voice acting seems good, so I'm excited for season 4. Kirasame and Kinro moments because of what Minami said on the ship. Yeah, I don't know how likely that is. Honestly, anything is a reach at this point, but I'll be glad to see any filler moments. The Treasure Island characters did get forgotten, but I feel the Americans had some of the least development. Oh yeah, for sure. Like Luna. Luna is like, she gets introduced, she's part of the team, and like, besides like one moment, I think, in South America, she gets like nothing. Unless you're Dr. Zeno or Stanley, you don't really get much. Like, what's the name of Dr. Zeno's engineer? The bald guy with the glasses? If Amaryllis came with them instead of Kirasame, yeah, but in terms of like utilitarian purposes or practical purposes, Dr. Brody, that's right. I remember because he had such a cool name, Dr. Brody. Oh, God. I miss Dr. Stone. I miss reading Dr. Stone every week. I cannot wait for the anime. I need to catch up on the anime. I'm still on season 3. So I'm on chapter 155, and I'm looking at all the crazy reaction faces of Luna, and then all the like Kingdom of Science people when Senku is being a major kiss ass to Luna. Say what you will about Boichi's art style and how over the top it is. One thing he does that nobody else does like him is character expression. Whether it's poses, reaction faces, emotional faces. Boichi is a genius when it comes to character expression. His characters have more personality than any other characters in manga. Oh God, chapter 156, the backstory of Dr. Zeno and Senku. That's going to be such a good episode. Oh, I can't wait. When Senku just casually steals Byakuya's credit card. That'll be hilarious. Waiting for that moment at the end of 155 when Senku finds out it's Zeno. Yeah, that whole section is going to be great. Senku and Zeno have such a good dynamic. How many other mentors in anime are like mentors and then they turn out to be the big bad or like a major villain? I'm trying to think. Not in Naruto, right? None in One Piece I can think of. Maybe Bleach? Trying to think. I feel like that's a rare trope, which is an oxymoron, a rare trope, but a rare dynamic. I need Luke to remember names in the stream. Hey man, I'm doing this every Thursday until the anime starts, so if you want to help me out, it would be much appreciated. Just keep pulling up to the chat. I hope they tell anime only Xeno's full name at some point. Well, I'm pretty sure he says it. His parents must have been drunk? Well, Houston is the NASA thing. Wingfield is his surname. So I don't know what's going on with Xeno. But I mean, it is America. We give our kids some pretty weird names. Like Sapphire or something ridiculous like that. Dr. Brody. God, what a dude. Dr. Brody. Can somebody remind me why Luna and her crew were at the like secret government meeting about the petrification? Because I know why Zeno and Stanley are there. I can tell why Dr. Brody is there. But why the heck is... I guess because her dad would be there, so she's naturally there. That's the only reason I can think of, is because her dad was there. Her dad is a big shot. Yeah, that's what I figured. So you mean mentors who we think are good but turn out to be evil? Yeah, not necessarily we think are good, but like characters who are mentors in the story and then they turn out to be villains. So like one way or another they end up being villains. They turn evil, I guess. No, I don't think it would have been a university project because it was like a top secret meeting. It's not like they would have been doing an internship necessarily. I think it's more the case that, well, I know why Carlos and Max are there, but yeah, I think it's because her dad was probably there, so she would have been there with her dad. Oh, that is awkward. I don't remember that at all. Chapter... Chapter 158, the first page is blue. It's got like a weird blue color. That's interesting. Not really sure what's going on there. $157 pages 6 and 7. What is that? Yeah, true. In Yozakura Family, that's a good example. It's stated to be a tech expo. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, Orochimaru is kind of different because although no, that's the same trope. Villain who used to be a mentor. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll count that one. Does Ziggy count? Oh, big time. Ziggy definitely counts. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, I don't know. That's a toughie. That might have to be a video. Mentors who are villains. Yeah. I don't know. I might have just cooked. Sometimes mentors are manipulated, like Stein from Soul Eater. Yeah, but Stein never becomes like a full-on villain. He just kind of goes batshit crazy. Makima from Chainsaw Man. I wouldn't really call her a mentor. Hades is a good example. Hades, because Hades was a mentor to Makarov. So that 100% makes sense. Even though he was, yeah, it's not so much that like they're introduced as a good guy and then they become a villain. It's more like villain who happens to have been a mentor to like one of the main characters. Like Zeno is evil the second we meet him, but we find out he was a mentor to Senku. And that one is special because you find out he was the mentor to the main character. Like not just Kohaku or Tsukasa or Gen. Like it's Senku. Chapter 158 color page, Boichi knew what he was doing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I don't think people are ready for the Xeno Stanley ship. It does seem slightly... Well, no. It's pretty on par for Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone already has a couple of gay ships because a lot of people ship Senku and Gen. A lot of people ship Kohaku and Amaryllis. Kenny from Attack on Titan. Which one is Kenny? Oh yeah, true. I guess you could call Kenny a villain mentor. That makes sense. Levi's uncle. Yeah, right. Exactly. God, if you imagine the like time in between like that arc of Attack on Titan and the last arc, I'm sure it's not that long chapter wise, but it feels like so much happens in between that time. Like that feels like so long ago. We are on chapter 160. I'm going to read this chapter and then that'll be it for the stream. I'll take some questions or answer, comments, and that'll be it for the night. Moi's mentor. Wait a minute. Yeah, but was Ron his mentor or was he like his senior? Because didn't they study with Moi's father together? Weren't they like classmates basically? This one's a bit of a reach. What about father? I was thinking father. Well, did he mentor Hohenheim? Did he teach him alchemy? If he did, then that's a perfect example. Ron did teach him some things. I would have to go back and look because it depends on the unique role that character played when they weren't specifically the villain or like an antagonist. He gave him knowledge and taught him about alchemy. So yeah, that I think is a good example. Father from Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I might make a video about this because this is a pretty cool trope that I don't think comes up that often. It comes up often enough that you can call it a trope, but it borders on rare. Obviously manipulated him, right? Exactly. Dude, chapter 160 is such a good chapter because Senku gets sniped. Tsukasa and Hyoga pull up and they're like, all right, let's go mess shit up. They're like, okay, we gotta dig. And then Senku sends his little code to be like, oh yeah, you need to chrome. on that note, that is going to be it for tonight's Dr. Stone stream, because really we only have like 10 chapters left before season 4 starts. So what does that leave us? We have 1, 2, 3 Sundays. So we could do like the next 2 weeks, and then that first Thursday of January, make it like a Dr. Stone discussion stream. We need to have a discussion on this mentor topic. All right. I definitely think I'm going to make a video on this, though, because this is a good idea. I'm sure we can find more. Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like there's got to be one in Hunter x Hunter that I'm not thinking of. Anyway, on that note, thank you, everyone who showed up tonight. Great stream, great discussion. Had a lot of fun rereading Dr. Stone. We will do this again next Thursday, roughly the same time, closer to 4. Might do it at 3, actually, but we'll see. Look out for Dawn to Dawn videos this weekend. And then a Shonen Jump stream on Sunday. But until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. And I hope to hear from you soon. Peace.